Welcome back to Raising Your Vibration. This is actually season 3. My name is Cameron Smith, and it's been a while since I picked up this microphone and delivered some content to you guys. So thank you if you've still been listening. I've been getting notifications every single week saying that this podcast has been getting downloads. So whoever you are out there listening to me, thank you. I'm back. Now, lots changed since the last episode was uploaded. I think it was around March last year, and it's been crazy, right? So March last year, which was 2023, I was cleaning. I was literally a cleaner making £200 a week. And then fast forward a couple of months, I went back to the oil and gas industry. Now, if you're familiar with this podcast, season 2, I literally spoke for 10 episodes, maybe even more, about how I could never go back to the oil and gas industry. It was a bane of my existence. I despised it. It made me feel sick, which is all true, by the way. All these things that I'm saying are true. But in June, it got to the point where I wasn't making enough money. I had no money to invest in courses, which you'll find out why I did this in a second. So I had to go back to the oil and gas industry. Now, if you stick around to the end of this podcast, you will know the 3 secrets that will take you from being stuck in a job making no money to making a full-time income living in places like this in Bali, Indonesia. I don't know if you can see the background here. But yeah, right now I'm living with one of my friends who runs his company from Bali. He started a company back home, and now, well, I'm not living with him. I've just came here for 10 nights. So yeah, let's get started in what's happened. So from June last year to basically June this year, I did a year of oil and gas. I piled every single spare bit of cash that I could possibly even have into courses and coaches. I completely transformed my life. Now I'm making a full-time income online from Bali, Thailand, Vietnam, wherever I want. And this is the thing that I've always wanted. If you followed me for any length of time, the start of this podcast was me traveling, and then I went home and went through all that crap with all that jobs and all that frustration and all this spiritual awakening, and me trying to make this thing, online business, work. I had no idea what I was doing, but now I've managed to get out of my job and make a full-time income online through copywriting. And I'm also using AI to do that copywriting. We're living in a crazy time. If you're struggling in your job at the moment and you're not making enough money and you feel like crap and you're back at home for me was northeast of Scotland, wherever you're tuning in from, a lot of people suffer from the same sort of issues. You wake up in the morning, there's grey skies, it's dark, it's cold, you're going to a job you don't like, you've got a boss that you can't stand, you work with people that are, excuse me, it's roasting here. You work with people that are borderline alcoholics, they hate their life, they try and tear you down. The job actually makes you so stressed that you don't want to get up in the morning. This was my life just 6 months ago. And all this time I was grinding, trying to figure this copywriting thing out. And long story short, I figured it out. So here's the 3 things that you need to do to be able to figure it out. Number 1 is start learning something, right? The thing is about what you've been taught and the job that you're probably working in, it's very limited, it's very outdated, the world's changing fast, AI is here, it's not in the future, it's literally here. There's technology, automation, opportunity. The internet is a vast opportunity for you right now. If you've got a phone, you're listening to me on a phone, you've got internet connection, before you go to work today, just, if you can take one thing from this podcast today, it is the fact that you've got opportunity, and I'm here to show you how. So you need to start learning a skill. So the hardest part about this is realizing that the box that you live in at your work is actually it's basically a lie. So you've been taught to go to work and earn a certain amount of money, 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week. But the truth is, you can earn a full-time income from a laptop working a few hours a day, and you can choose which hours of the day that you work. For example, sometimes I don't work in the mornings. Sometimes I work in the afternoons. Sometimes I work at night. It doesn't matter. But with the thing that comes with this life is the freedom to choose, to get up when you want, to not have an alarm or a boss. Okay, you do have a boss if you do what I do. You've got clients and stuff, obviously, but it still beats the job life. Trust me, it does. And it comes with its own challenges, but you need to start learning a skill. I highly recommend copywriting, because I got out of my job in a year and a half, and I made a lot of mistakes, and I can help you not make a lot of those mistakes. That's the thing. There's things that, different personality types, if you can just learn a few listen to a few instructions, and then take action, and don't overthink, then you're going to be absolutely fine. But I tend to overthink things a lot, and it's annoying. But I'm getting better at it. So I took 1.5 years to go full time. It's now coming up 2 years since I learned the skill, and I'm just certain you can do it in a year. Absolutely certain, like guaranteed. To be full time living like this in a year is absolutely doable. Now, it can be even faster than that because of AI and technology. Now, I'm now realizing this as well. I'm literally using it every day. As you can tell, my body is not fully adapted to the Indonesian heat. I'm sitting here recording and I'm literally sweating. It's actually crazy. It's 33 degrees, so back home it's probably about 3 degrees, so it's a bit of a shock. Even though I've been here around 2 months now, I've been in Vietnam for a bit, but I'm still not acclimatized. But where was I? So you need to start learning, because you need to realize this: if you don't start learning now, your overall vibration, remember this podcast is raising your vibration, and the job is part of the vibration. You've got your job, the friends, your relationships, the money, and how you earn money. Everything's connected, but the main thing that pisses people off and pissed me off was the job. If you don't sort that, and you don't want to climb the corporate ladder, and you know that that's not for you, then you need to learn from someone. You need to learn a skill, because your life depends on it. Literally, time goes like that. This is November. We're almost done 2024. Like, when is it gonna sink in for you that you need to learn a skill? So you need to learn a skill. You need to start reading, and you need to find a mentor. This is all the things that I did, and I'm just saying you because this is exactly what I did. So I'm trying to basically like show you what I did, but show you how exactly you can do it as well. It's that simple. So any money that you get for your job, pile it into courses, books, podcasts, like this one. That's the first thing. It's absolutely paramount. You need to ditch the booze, ditch the crap food, ditch the crap people. That's probably the most important thing. Just ditch everyone that isn't like suited to your future. You need to be ruthless, because you're in a situation that you hate, and in order to get to a situation like this, those people need to go, and those things that are holding you back need to go as well. So that's the summary of how you can get from 0 to say 5k a month in a year, and that's honestly so doable. I just want to give you a glimpse of what it can look like. And by the way, if you're listening to the podcast, all I'm doing is showing the viewers the view of the pool. So as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful here, and this is what I thought about for 4 years. I literally travelled, got sent home because of COVID. Then I thought about it again for 4 years, so I know that this is possible for you. All you need to do is get up every day and fight like your life depends on it, because it is. And if I can do it, you can do it. I come from a small town where people tell you to go oil rigs and fishing boats and the pub every weekend and listen to football and watch football and go crazy over it, and that is it. If that doesn't suit you, it certainly didn't suit me. I thought it was absolutely crazy. I thought it was a crazy way to live. Then you need to start learning a skill on the internet, and this is probably the best place to do it. Think about it. I'm only 2 steps ahead of you. All I did is make some connections, which is fairly easy to do. Send some DMs, add some people, learn a skill. There's loads of free stuff. I've got a school community. I'm just dropping loads of free courses and calls and stuff that will help you learn copywriting and AI. So I'm gonna double it up. You're gonna learn copywriting and AI, just because AI is becoming so. It's not even the future. It's here. So if that sounds like something you'd love to do, just click the link, join my school. And the thing is, like I said, I took 18 months to get here, and you could do it faster. Because if you don't overthink and you just overdo, you'll get here too. Cheers, peace.